Listen, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about and follow up a little bit more on the internet negativity thing. Because has anybody ever gotten that? Anybody ever get that? Okay, there's all kinds of crazy stuff up on the internet there. And one thing I can tell you is this. Bob Granger sent me this. Is a lion never loses sleep over the opinions of sheep. Okay? It's a great one. Just knowing that is a good thing. Okay? Just knowing that is a good thing. All right? And everyone's entitled. I don't know if we want to move this table out or whatever. That's fine if we can. It's up to you guys. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You know, I heard Richard and Mary say this on one. I think it was Richard talking about this on a national call. We can leave the one chair there. That'd be great. All right, fantastic. But they're not entitled to their own facts because facts are facts, plain and simple. And like I said, you're going to find both positive and negative. You guys should be able to put that into your mind like verbatim. Do not let someone leave a presentation of any kind, phone, internet, live, face-to-face, whatever it is, without telling them up front what they're going to find. You're going to find both positive and negative about any company you look up on the internet, right? That is exactly the way to say it to people. Let them agree with you based on a question. Now they're on your side. Okay, I'll go back to that. You guys, I also, just to let you know, I have all this stuff for you, so you'll get a link to this at the end. All the legitimate research has been done. You heard me talk about that. Eliminate the illegitimate sources, and all you're left with are legitimate sources, and that's what you make your decision on. All right, so let's talk about that so you can see, let's see what the facts are out on the internet for everybody in this room, all right, and everybody watching live as well. The myth versus reality. These are the three culprits, really. These are the three culprits online that are creating all the negativity about any company out there. ConsumerAffairs.com, RipoffReport.com, and PissedConsumer.com. There you go. Those are the three. They're all the same exact companies doing the same exact thing, all right? They're advertising-based companies. So here's one of the highest-rated energy companies ever by the Better Business Bureau, by J.D. Power and Associates, by all these SMU and Cox and all. What does ConsumerAffairs.com, which is the most legitimate-sounding website of those three, I mean, I don't know who's going to PissedConsumer.com. Who would, I mean, that's like, I don't know where I got my information from.com. They're basically at the same level, all right? There's what Consumer Affairs says about the highest-rated energy supplier in the history of the United States market, Ambit Energy. They have them rated as a 2-star company. 2 stars, all right? So let's take a look at it. And you can see that it's unaccredited. Ambit does not subscribe. Right on the top of this, you may not be able to read it from there, but it says Ambit does not participate in their program. And that's intentional. Any reputable company would never participate in a program where you have to pay advertising fees in order to get the real results to flow through. That's what's happening here, all right? So you can see all these little things, markers here. When I went on this site, there was an advertisement for Spark Energy from a supposed Consumer Affairs Bureau, okay? That should not be there if it was a real reputable company. Save money and energy at home. Here's ad choices. Here's your buyer's guide. These are all advertised. 1 out of 1,000 people click on those, and Consumer Affairs makes money. So, of course, they put up negative information about every company. And that's all they would want to have up there because people gravitate toward negative. So when they do a simple Google search, they click on something and it shows up. So here's one of the world's highest-rated tech companies. Better Business Bureau, Forbes, all the different Wall Street Journal, everything. Here's what Consumer Affairs says about Microsoft. You guys have heard of that company before, Microsoft? 1 star. As far as I know, we're twice as good as Microsoft. All right? Here's one, this is facts. So here's one of the highest-rated insurance companies ever, okay? Allstate, they're 1.5 stars. We're like 25% better than them or something, whatever that comes out to, all right? And all these same things, they don't participate in these crazy programs. Here's one of the highest-rated car companies. Everybody, we're all into talking about Japan now. That's one of the highest-rated car companies. Ambit's just as good as Honda. They're the same, okay? A Japanese car company, one of the highest-rated companies for consumer and reliability ever. Here's a wireless provider. How many people have ever heard of Verizon? You ever hear of that before? There they are, less than 2 stars, right? And you keep going on. And how about this utility company? You ever hear of this one? TXU? 1 star. Do you guys realize, I don't know all the dynamics in the market here, but I did at lunch talk to Mike, and we were talking about different utility companies, and I found out that I think Encore is one of the local distribution delivery companies. Is that right? That's a big one. What's another one? Okay, great. I heard all the companies' names. Guess what? I looked all of them up before I came in here today. They all have a 1-star rating, every one that you just said. The delivery companies. And Ambit has a 2-star rating. Think about that. One of the largest, most successful franchises on the planet. Okay? 7-Eleven. You guys have heard of that before? 1 star. Think about that. 1 star. This is craziness. How about one of the most successful consumer electronics, the most successful consumer electronics device ever put out on the history of our planet, the iPhone. You got to laugh about these, right? Here's America's most trusted company rating the same exact iPhone, which is Amazon.com, is the most admired company in America right now. They rate the iPhone as 4.5 stars. Who are you going to trust, the most trusted company or some other company that we don't know what they're doing, right? Here's how Consumer Affairs rates America's most trusted company. This is hilarious, right? I just love it. And how about this? Here's how they rate the most successful, reputable consumer reporting agency in the world. This is what Consumer Affairs says about the Better Business Bureau. See, just being armed, do you guys feel good about just being armed with this? That the next time somebody comes up with some mini-mouthed approach to, research, and I looked at this or whatever, you guys are going to understand that they don't know what they're talking about. That's the focus here. You can go on to that website and ask them to look up any company in the world. And as long as that company has not paid them for advertising, basically extortion, okay? As long as that company hasn't paid for extortion advertising fees, they're going to have a low rating, and it doesn't matter what company you look up. So that's the myth versus the reality. And here's a company that pays an extortion fee every month for a higher rating on Consumer Affairs, and they eliminate all the advertising and they put only good reviews in instead of bad, which most of these reviews that are bad are fake reviews. I mean, I remember going on to look up Ambit Energy reviews on this Consumer Affairs site, and this is what it said. I've been a customer in Kansas for 11.5 years. And when the Ambit Energy truck came to my house because I didn't pay my bill, the Ambit utility guy ripped my meter off my wall, off my house. That's literally what it said on one of the reviews. This company pays an extortion advertising fee. Look at that. They're nowhere near as highly rated as Ambit Energy in every other statistical category from every reputable, legitimate resource on the internet, except for this one because they pay for it. They play the game, and Ambit does not. Neither does Microsoft or Apple or Amazon or any reputable company. No ads here, all gone. We're accredited. There's no ads anywhere on that entire website. That's how it works, you guys. So the finest and most respected companies in their fields don't participate in that because they know that a lion never loses sleep over the opinions of sheep. You guys with me on this?